my name is Nyccole. I truly believe that everything happens for a reason. I wasn't even supposed to be in the meeting and know about the workshop. I was going to a workout with a friend, or my coach actually, and he was like, "Hey, I'm going to this meeting. You can definitely just hang out until we go work out." And you know, it sounds like something that you might be interested in. So I wasn't supposed to be there, but I was there. And you never know what will happen when you're open to change, when you're open to see something different for your life. And so the thing that actually inspired me beyond that initial introduction to what was going to happen with the workshop is I knew I was in a place where I needed to see something different for me. I had made commitments to myself that I would continue progressing, that I would continue growing, that I would continue to become. And I wasn't seeing the outcome of the work that I was putting in. And so I knew that I needed to do something just out of my normal realm of comfortability. And so that's what started me in this direction and got me. But and that's what made me decide to take on this journey. So I knew that in order for me to take that next step, that I needed to start believing in myself. And I would go through, I wouldn't say bouts, but I would go through seasons where I'd be like, okay, I believe in myself and I'm working toward this goal. And then things wouldn't happen the way I thought that they needed to happen or should happen. And so I would regress into, why is this happening to me? And so I knew that I needed something to push me. I needed the experience as well as the tools or the hardware to do the thing that I needed to do, whether that be mindset, whether that be believing in myself, whether that be connecting myself to people who are going in the same direction. So I had the pleasure of not only being a part of the workshop, but also being part of the development team. So the ins and outs and the structure, and even a part of that, the intricacies of putting together like the roles and figuring out if things were working in tandem with each other and pairing people with certain things and working with Nadine in that, and as well as Tani, and it's been an incredible experience. So that was a heightened just benefit to everything that I did with the workshop itself. And that, I think, pushed me even more than if I had just attended the workshop. Because there's a level of accountability when you're the one, in leadership and people are counting on you, and then there's a topic or something that's asked of you, and you're like, wait, I can't. It's out of my level of comfortability, and it's out of what I want to be doing. But that growth is necessary. That thing is necessary for the growth that I'm looking to attain. So being a part of the development team definitely pushed me in a way that I mean, it's been priceless, everything that I've gained from it. I've been on my nutrition plan since March of 2015. There's a lot of backstory to that, but another time. But my original results, down 25 pounds in 2 months, then changing my whole body composition in the course of a year, and then adding on some healthy gains because, Need a little here, needed a little here, but I had reached a place with my nutrition plan where I wasn't seeing any new results. And now looking back with the tools that I've gained from the workshop, seeing my life from the time that I stopped getting new results, I see what happened. I changed, whether it be my mindset or my habits. And it's something that I see that I can control, and I can make the necessary adjustments to see the results that I want. So it's been incredible, just everything that I've learned so far. One of the topics in particular that was the hardest for me was the opening up my letter. And I let it sit in my mailbox for a good week, maybe a week and a half. And then I let it sit in my house for a few days, contemplating if I wanted to even open it up. But at the end of the day, probably about 6 months ago, I told myself that if it was in the direction of my growth, that I needed to do it, no matter how uncomfortable it made me. So I did. I opened up my letter, and a lot of the things that I had put in my letter to myself were visions and dreams, and while I wanted to have been done accomplishing some of these things by the end of the 90 days, and I'm not there yet, still working on them, it showed me a new aspect of myself. I'm dreaming again. I'm writing down vision and my future and excited about it. I read my letter and I was like, you're a good writer. And I know there's at least one book in me. And so instead of seeing what I hadn't accomplished from my letter, because of the tools that I've gained, because of the community and the things that have pushed me, I was able to look at my letter and the things that I had not accomplished yet and see dreams, see visions, see an outline for my future. I think the best way to answer this one is, how would I talk to myself about attending this workshop? Because at the end of the day, you relate to a certain group of people. And then as you add to those experiences and things, you relate to more people. But what I would tell me is, just take a chance. Know that you're going to be uncomfortable. Know that it's going to stretch your levels of communication and diplomacy, and open your heart up just a little bit more. But it's worth it. Every single moment of it is worth it. And the things that you gained from it, the things that you glean, achieve, they're going to be with you the rest of your life. Not just those memories, but those lessons. And then the tools and the ability to apply everything that you learn to the next thing that you encounter. Because it seems like we go through different seasons, but in a lot of those seasons are the same lessons. They just feel different because you are in a different place. And so I'm so excited to see how I can apply the things that I learned now into that next lesson. And there have already been a few, but I'm excited for it to come.